Welcome, guys, to our first official episode of Jacked and Educated. This is a podcast where we're going to talk about all sorts of things. We don't really have one particular audience, but we're going to talk about things like in the title. We're going to talk about getting jacked. So we're going to talk about fitness, nutrition. We're going to talk about things like video games, technology.
Reviews.
Yeah, reviews. We're going to talk about movie reviews, game reviews, show reviews, really anything that you guys want to hear.
We're going to have people coming on.
Yeah, we're going to have
about their fields.
Yeah, we got friends and we got previous coworkers that, in what do you call it? What do you call someone that's not a friend? Acquaintance.
We're going to have acquaintances come on
and talk about, the things that they specialize in that they're passionate about. So these are just some of the things that we're going to talk about. But second off, kind of give a little thank you to our supporters already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's been some overwhelming support so far.
So far from friends and family and acquaintances.
Acquaintances, really.
that have already been actually supporting the podcast. And for real though, we want to thank you guys. This is a passion project of ours, and we just hope to make content. And honestly, this is kind of like something where we want to listen to our fans now and future fans. Like if there's something that you want us to cover or change, like be more than open.
Drop a comment down below.
Constructive criticism, we're open to it.
Yeah.
We just want to put out content that's good for you guys to hear when you're just driving down the road, or you're in the gym getting that Stairmaster, or you're just chilling doing the dishes and you want to listen to some background noise. We want to be the guys that you listen to.
Yeah.
And
be like, you know what? Let me tune into Jacked and Educated.
Jacked and Educated.
What are they talking about this week?
Because those are such broad topics,
It could be anything.
Because jacked, you could be jacked up on life.
True.
You know what I mean? You could, but not just in the gym, but on life. Like, being happy, with where you are, and then also, like I said, educated. You'd be educated. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have people in here talk about all kinds of different things. It's gonna change from week to week. But anyways, with that
that's
aside,
a good intro. Let's. I think.
Is that a good intro?
Are you ready?
Are we ready
I think we're ready for the topic.
Are we ready for our first topic?
Let's do it.
Hold on. What's our first topic?
So we're gonna be talking about.
What's our first topic, Ag? Oh, did we even give our names?
No.
I know it's in the intro video.
So you're here with our with the hosts, Nate and Ag.
I'm Nate.
I'm Ag.
And
Nate, I want to ask you something.
What's up?
Is there a pill that just works?
What are you talking about? Like,
dude,
like pill, red pill?
Is there some kind of no, Nate? Is there a pill that's gonna make me skinny? It's gonna get me jacked. I'm gonna look like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger himself walking down the street. I want to know.
You think Arnold took pills?
I think he took something.
Probably.
I don't think there's a probably in that body.
Probably. But, Ag, I've done a lot of thinking on this subject, and actually I used to be, despite what you see now, I used to be pretty jacked. Okay? I've dabbled in things throughout the years.
Okay.
And even though I might seem young, I've been around the block when it comes to, like, fitness and nutrition. I've been doing it since I was, like, in high school.
Nice. All right.
Since I was on the little soccer team.
So you're today's specialist?
No. I am by far not a specialist, but I have worked at some supplement companies like GNC. I've wanted to compete in powerlifting and at one point bodybuilding, but I couldn't really see myself getting into a little thong and posing on stage. But then when I went to
like painted gold.
Yeah. When I wanted to do powerlifting, I actually ended up injuring my back deadlifting, and I deadlifted 495, and that's when I actually tore something in my back, and it's never been the same. Gone to the chiropractor.
495?
495. I was benching 380. It was either 385 or 395. Now, I did have some help with that. I did have a little bit of a spot, like where someone kind of puts their fingers, like underneath it, or like maybe like a two finger, like a 4 finger,
I feel like that's okay.
But it's not a raw lift.
Okay.
You know, I had on the wrist straps, and you know, I think I might even had a weight belt on. And not that it even really necessarily helps on bench press, but you know, and I squatted about the same that I deadlifted. I was about 495, I think, maybe 500 with my squat. Now this is probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Kind of like just when I had started joining, or when I joined the military.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out now, but no. I mean, to go back to your question, there's really no pill that you can take. Oh, newsflash. I mean, there's no pill that you can take that's going to magically make you lose weight. Huh. I mean, at the end of the day, all these thermogenics and stuff like that.
Yeah, what about these, what are they called? Like
diuretic pills, weight loss, or
water
weight
loss is what I was going to say. But yeah.
I mean, like I said, I used to work at GNC and stuff like that, and I'm not knocking on GNC. Like, it's...
Yeah, we're not trying to get sued here,
they sell decent stuff, but I mean, as humans, we're not stupid. I mean, we know when something's too good to be true.
Right.
So, I mean, there's nothing that's going to replace a good diet and exercise. I mean, as cliche and boring as that sounds,
it's the truth, though.
It's the truth. I mean, because even now,
it's kind of funny that you were saying, like, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Probably is, yeah.
And that applies to, like, 99% of, like, the crap that you can find in, like, the well, I was going to say, like the workout section or whatever, like the fitness section of, like, whatever store you're in. Because it's, like, mainly, like, all that, they try to push all that crap, like the, I'm trying to think of, like, brands, but we've all seen, like, the commercials for, like, oh, take this pill, and it's got that dude who's like, I used to be 300 pounds, now I'm 100. And he's jacked. And he's like, now I'm jacked, and all it took was a week and a half.
you know what a lot of people don't realize about those commercials is that guy or gal that's super fit, they're probably not only dehydrated the day of filming. Yeah, because what was it? Henry Cavill
for The Witcher.
The Witcher, yeah. The Witcher in the bath scene. Mm-hmm. I forgot what episode that was, but he had actually dehydrated himself for like 3 or 4 days.
It was 3 days, yeah.
Yeah, he got down to where, like, his last day, the day of filming,
he had like
a third of a liter is all the water he could drink that day.
I want to say the actual day of shooting, he didn't drink any water until he did the scene.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's not healthy. So, like, it's funny because you see these people like Thor and
Jason
Momoa. Now they're good shape. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to, like, filming, so this is like, honestly, this leads into a whole nother, like, ball game when it comes to like how men and women are supposed to look.
Right.
So we're kind of going down a rabbit hole here.
Yeah.
But
it's all related.
It is related, like how there's no pill that you can really take.
Yeah.
But, like, those guys have personal trainers, and I'm not knocking them. Mm-hmm. Like, they seem like good guys. You know, we can see. I mean, they do hard work. I mean, you know, they're getting ready for these roles, and I assume that acting and all that stuff comes with its own, you know, BS and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, those guys are going through pretty desperate measures to get to where they are on camera.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's hard to look like that 24/7.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while you want to get a slice of cheesecake.
You know, it's only like natural. Yeah. Or like you want to just eat a bunch of Oreos or something. You know, on like a Saturday.
You want to go down to the Sonic and you want to get some pretzels with cheese and
bacon
and cheese tots.
Or like you go watch a movie with your family and you're like, hell yeah, I'll get the extra large popcorn. Like,
yeah, with all that butter.
Dude,
and salt.
I do that. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Like when you get to the movies, but
or drinking.
Yeah,
you know?
or drinking.
Like, there's nothing that you want to do more than, like, when you're hanging out with your buddies and you want to have
a couple
nice
beers
beer
or like just a couple
Jack and Coke.
Yeah, Jack and Coke.
You know,
mixers and all that.
Because even Jack and Coke Zero still has calories, empty calories. I mean, it's like 100 calories a shot, roughly, of whiskey, or most liquors. So I mean, even in a Coke Zero, you're still getting 100 calories per drink. And then say you have 6-7 drinks, that's 600-700 calories of just empty calories of alcohol. So I mean, you know, we do that now. You know, we would definitely be like to be more jacked than we are now.
Right.
But, you know, like you said, man, there's no pill other than the pill of just a nice, good, balanced diet and exercise, which actually kind of leads us in our next topic, which we were going to talk about we're actually going to try out intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Which we've already failed at.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to stop eating like
3 hours ago.
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Which we've already.
But that's okay.
It's the Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, it's the goddamn do-si-dos, dude.
The Samoas though. The Samoas. That's what gets me.
I should have just ordered 9 boxes of Samoas. That's what I should have done.
I'm trying to do keto too. Those definitely aren't keto.
Yeah, no, they're not.
What you think though, Ag, about intermittent fasting? Actually, what do you think about diet plans in general?
Diet plans are well, they're a little tricky, just because everyone's different, man, and there's no kind of, I guess, similar to like the magic pill that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I don't really think you can tell people that there's like there's no one diet that's like, oh, this is the end all, you know, like you do this, you're gonna be straight.
Like you must do paleo or
right,
keto,
or like you must do keto, because I mean, there's for some people like keto doesn't do much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like whatever gains they get is all short term, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, there's stuff. I think what's important is you definitely gotta experiment. You gotta see what not only gives you results, but what makes you feel good too.
Yeah.
Because they say, I mean, like, have you ever heard the expression like beauty is pain, or like it hurts to look good?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
it's
like
true.
Yeah, and it is true, but like
pretty good extent.
Yeah, but you just don't need to take it that far. You know what I mean? Like for the average person,
like you say,
if you're not a model or something, or you don't compete,
it's not your job.
Right, it's not your job. You can look good and feel good for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as diets goes, you got like so many these days. You got paleo, you got keto.
Too many to really keep up with, man.
Yeah.
You never know when tomorrow's going to lead to another
groundbreaking
scientific.
Yeah, some kind of like some Harvard graduates, like, guys. Actually, you know what that just reminded me of? Joe Rogan's all meat diet, which I don't know if that has a name.
The all meat diet.
I would do that. It sounds really good.
Well,
but I love meat.
What were you going to say about it? It gave him like a significant. He felt more energetic off an all meat diet, which is something that goes against a lot of things. Because we always think of like because there's no way he ate chicken every single day.
Right.
Of course he's going to eat chicken, bacon, beef, pork, fish.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but we always hear that like pork and beef is really bad for your heart and cardiovascular system.
Right.
It leads to heart disease and all this other stuff. But you know, like I said, like you said, you know. A guy like that eating meat every single day, being more energized than he's ever been before, that's him.
Yeah.
You know, that might not be for you and me and the next guy.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I've done keto before. I did keto for about a month or two, and I actually got good results from it. I lost a lot of water weight. I started getting pretty lean. I did lose a little bit of strength in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's because maybe I wasn't eating enough calories or just the carbohydrate intake was spiking my insulin or what is it, glycogen levels in my muscles. I'm not an expert, but like, you know, it wasn't the same as when I used to eat like chicken, broccoli, and rice all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get pretty lean off of it. And I did feel good. My stomach wasn't as bloated. But then there's been other people that have done
keto?
Yeah, for keto. Okay. But there's been other people that have done keto that it hasn't worked for as much. But then again, you also got to look at how many calories you're taking in, because fat does have a higher. It's got like 9 calories per gram as opposed to 4, which is for carbs and protein. So you're taking in, if you take like an avocado, which is mostly fat and fiber, you're going to take in a lot more calories. It's probably like 300, I would say 300 calories, probably somewhere around there in a whole avocado. So that's a lot for one avocado.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, you're having a pretty good fat bomb calories. They just there's a lot of things you gotta be careful. People are like, oh, I'm keto, but I'm eating bacon and avocados and you know, ribeye.
I think
every single meal of the day.
The danger is they don't track it. They don't track it.
Yeah, which it kind of is a little extra to track calories for some people, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, for my case, I really like tracking calories because it's kind of like a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, you know, on like MyFitnessPal, I can see that, oh, I need 50 more grams of protein and like 50, 60 more grams of fat before I go to sleep. Or, you know, I've gone 3 grams over my carbs. So, you know, I need to really watch out for that. You know, it's kind of like, okay, well, if I take a protein shake by then and maybe some coconut oil in my protein shake, you know, before bed, I can actually meet my macros before I go to sleep. Some people like that, some people don't. You know, I like it because it's kind of like a goal that I like to reach. Numbers on my app, but
I think if there's anything we can get out to people, it's that whatever like route you choose to take for as far as fitness, right? You need to do your research, like 100%.
Yeah.
Because between everyone's body being different, reacting differently, you need to understand like the science behind it.
Yeah.
You definitely can't take someone's word for something and be like, because it's just like how you were explaining with keto, like, yeah, you can consume all these like fats and whatever, but I mean, anything in like excess is gonna be bad for you.
Oh, for sure.
And if you're doing keto for like weight loss reasons, then you still have to look for that like calorie deficit.
Yeah.
And
that's what it boils down to, really.
Right. Yeah. I mean, honestly. And then once you get into macros, that's really like the. It's kind of like when you go into options and then you hit the advanced section. That's how I picture macros being. But yeah. I mean, they're still important.
I mean, if most of your calories are come from candy, you know, and chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still be in a caloric deficit. So a caloric deficit being that you are taking in less calories than you burn. So you're burning. So yeah, you're burning off more calories than you take in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a deficit, or you can do a maintenance as the same as
which
you
in
or like surplus.
In simple science, like the deficit is what people want to aim for weight loss.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I would say that's like the main reason.
Yeah.
The majority of people who do a diet is probably weight loss.
Which a lot of people want to wonder is, how do I know how many calories I'm burning?
Yeah.
And you can actually go online. There's a lot of different websites and stuff you can go on. And even some supplement stores will like have like a scale type thing you can go in and you know, like 5 Star Nutrition's got something like that.
Yeah, they got the I don't even know what that machine's called.
It's a scale where you stand on it, you hold some handles,
prongs, and it tells you
tells you your bone density and your muscle density and how many calories you burn in a day while just
advanced.
Sitting on the couch.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So, I mean, and also you got to take into account how active you are throughout the day, whether your job is more, you know, sitting at your desk, or is your job, are you in construction, hammering nails all day? So, I mean, you really got to think about that kind of stuff. So, how many calories you take in? There's different, like I said, there's different things like weights, ages, heights. Everything goes into play really with how many calories you need in a day. And
I would say if like people are serious about counting their like calories being burned, dude, it like really nowadays it costs like close to nothing to get in like a Fitbit or whatever, like you know, like just one of these, like, I mean, I have one of like the first Apple Watches that came out. This is like a Series 2 or 3, right? And this thing still counts calories. Like at least like during the day, like as I'm moving or
it
whatever.
knows what you're eating?
No.
What do you mean?
It doesn't.
It counts calories.
It just tracks movement and like my heart rate, and it tries to factor.
Okay.
And then you there's a setup, like you'll put your height, your weight, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it'll like kind of guesstimate what you're burning there. But I mean, it's still a good tool to have.
Baseline.
And it's like handy because I'll just look, like, what did I burn today? I'll just look at it, be like, oh, okay, around like 700, whatever, like for a work day.
Yeah.
Or like if it's a lazy day, like there's been days where, like a weekend, I'm not doing jack shit till like
wake up at
3
10.
wake up at 10.
Yeah.
Eat a late breakfast, like around 3 p.m. I look at my watch. I burned a total of like
you might have
100
walked
calories.
20 steps between the kitchen and the studio.
And then like I'll see that and I'm like, damn, dude, I should probably like at least do cardio today. And then I'll go to the gym and
Yeah.
But it's a good tool to have.
And now, we're not saying that you gotta go be the next Macho Man or super fit chick at the gym that's squatting and deadlifting and benching and running 3-5 miles on the treadmill. We're talking like, as long as you have like like I said, what we were talking about earlier with the whole like calorie deficit. Now, if you're getting all those calories from candy and chocolate, you could still lose weight if you're burning more calories than you take in, or you consume like a whole box of Thin Mints.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny that you brought out a box of Thin Mints as soon as I was saying that.
We went to the gym today.
But you're obviously not going to get all your nutritional needs that your body needs as far as mineral and vitamins and things that like essential fats and proteins that your body breaks down into like amino acids and enzymes for your body to actually be able to function the way that it does, in a healthy way. So, I mean, even just eating a balanced diet, obviously you can smash a box of Thin Mints every once in a while, like Ag's doing right now.
It's so good.
And, but even just getting out walking your dogs, just going for a walk around the neighborhood, or even just going to the gym, getting on the treadmill, just something to kind of get your body moving, get the blood flowing, heart rate up a little bit. You know what I mean? Just something to kind of tell your body, hey, I want to kind of get in the zone for a little bit. Yoga is actually a really good way. We both of them want to get into yoga, just because it's really good for strengthening your core and just flexibility,
and just flexibility for sure.
Mental stability. Actually, it's very calming.
And depression.
Yeah, you got to defeat that depression.
You got to fight it.
Dude. When you're smashing a box of Thin Mints, you're probably depressed inside.
You're at rock.
You've hit.
You're at rock bottom.
Just watching Grey's Anatomy and Game of Thrones while smashing a box of Thin Mints and Samoas.
I was about to say that. You're really at the end of your rope.
You're really at the end of your rope.
But then I hit the gym and I feel so much better.
Really? No. It's funny.
That's
it's funny you
science.
say that because
that's a science.
There's
been so many studies that show, regardless of whether you're doing HIIT training, cardio, like strength training.
Well, what is HIIT training? For the viewers that don't know.
High interval intensity training.
Okay. So it's like obviously I know what it is, but for the people that don't know what HIIT,
breaking it down, so let's say you're on the treadmill, you want to do some HIIT. Well, it's very simple. You want to, usually you'll do something like you'll walk for let's say 10 minutes, and then it'll have you should sprint, just burst into a full sprint for 3 to 4 minutes, right?
Okay.
Something like that. And then you'll go back into your walk, and then you kind of alternate that. Yeah. And that's essentially what HIIT is. You're kind of just going. Yeah. You're kind of switching back and forth between two extremes of taking it easy and then going hard. Yeah. And then you're taking it easy and then you're going hard again.
You're kind of throwing your body into a shock.
Yeah.
The only reason I wanted you to elaborate on HIIT is because that's actually a very good way to burn fat in a short amount of time. Mm-hmm. If you're short on time and you want to go to the gym, get a quick 10-15 minute exercise in, do HIIT. HIIT on a Stairmaster where you go at level 15. Okay, so start on level 5. Right. Do that for a minute. Hit level 15 for 30 seconds.
And you're basically sprinting up the stairs.
Yeah, level 15 for 30 seconds, then go back down to level 5 for another minute. And then, keep that going and do that for 10 minutes. You've gotten a great workout in 10 minutes. And you're beat, too. Because people that say they don't have time to work out, I hate to say it, but that's kind of bullshit.
It absolutely is.
Because I've made that excuse before, and I've also gone against my own excuse, and I've seen both sides. Right. Where I'm I don't have time to work. I got school, work. I got 4 animals. All this other stuff. But honestly, the gym's right down the road. Even if you don't have the gym, run around your neighborhood. Something, Something to get the heart rate up.
Yeah, you can always do something. And it's funny you say that too, because so sometimes at the gym, like, it's common to listen to music. Dude, sometimes I'll go on YouTube and I'll look up like motivational speeches.
I've done it before too.
Yeah. And dude, there's a couple that really get me going. But I remember one, I was listening to Arnold talk at like a like university it was a graduating class.
We've probably heard the same one.
Okay. I'm sure we have, because I brought this up before to like other people who lift and like have listened, and they're like, "Oh, dude, I know which one you're talking about."
Yeah.
And it's like, so he's talking to this class, and like he made that point, and he's like, people make the excuse of like, I don't have time, or like, I can't fit the gym into my schedule, whatever. And he basically just says, he's like, that's bullshit. He's like, that's just an excuse. And he goes into like, how like in your life you have time management, and he's like, if you care about something, you're gonna do it. And then but there's one part of that speech that I remember specifically because it made me laugh, where he's like telling people, he's like, oh, like you sleep you'll like sleep for like five hours every night or something, and he's like, you can still get up and like do whatever. And he's like, I know some, and it sounds so much funnier in his accent, but he's like, I know some of you all like,
I think I know what you're talking
but
about.
Arnold, I sleep 8 hours a night. Like, how do I find the time? And he's like,
sleep faster.
Sleep faster. Yeah, dude, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I mean, he made a good point. He said if you sleep 8 hours a day and you work 8 hours a day, that's 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you do with the other 8 hours a day?
Right.
24 hours in a day. So you work and sleep 16 hours. What do you do for their 8 hours a day? I mean, people have kids. People have animals. People might have, I don't know, side jobs or something like that.
Right.
But he's like, what do you do for 8 hours of the day? Do you sit, you go home, cook dinner, and
watch TV?
Watch TV. Like, you have
Schmooze.
You have 8 hours. You can't take 30 minutes out of those 8 hours to just do something like active wise,
yeah,
to kind of, because it's just good for your body. And ultimately, I think you were talking about before, you work out and you feel better because it releases those endorphins.
Yeah.
And you kind of get like, a little rush of like, oh, I did something today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty good that I burned some calories, and I got moving, got a little stronger, got a little faster.
I feel like those endorphins are also like long lasting, just because, and I say that because like, I've found it that if I like, we worked out today, right?
Yeah.
If I don't work out tomorrow for whatever reason, the following day I'll be like, damn, I gotta like go. I gotta go today. I missed yesterday, or it was a rest day. Like, today's my day. But I've noticed that if I miss like multiple consecutive days in a row, like 3 or 4 days in a row, I like start to lose interest.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, I'm like, oh, like it's already been 4 days. The excuses start flowing, right?
You're like, well, let's take the rest of the week off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, it's happened to me where like, I haven't gone for like 2-3 weeks, right? For whatever reason. And then I'm like, do I even want to go back? And then, but I've noticed that if I throw myself back, like if I kind of find that energy, or if I force myself back and I get like that pump in, I get that good workout, dude, the next day I'm like, I can't believe I missed 3 weeks. Like, I got to go again.
Yeah.
So I really feel like that's kind of like that. If you build up that consistency, that schedule, it almost becomes like an addiction, which is like a healthy addiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to go.
You're pretty much saying that you're setting a goal.
Right.
And ultimately, we thrive off setting a goal, and not necessarily in the fitness, but like any kind of goal that you make in life. If you strive for a goal and you meet that goal, that alone gives you like a rush of endorphins into your mind and body, where you're like, okay, I achieved that. And if you do that in fitness, all power to you, because you're achieving something physically for your body that ultimately makes you feel better as a whole, to then strive to do more goals, like goals at work, goals in life with your family and your friends, or whatever it may be. Like right now, we're doing a podcast. Mm-hmm. But amidst work and school and going to the gym and, taking care of our families and stuff like that, like, just finding time to do this podcast alone. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
That we're finally able to actually sit down and do it.
And do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we at right now?
31.
31.
Yeah.
31.
This is actually, I feel like we've made great pace.
Yeah, I feel like it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and just call it there?
We can, but before we go, I want to mention something.
Okay.
It's right. It's the end of the episode.
No, we still need some stuff going in the background.
I did want to mention we have some stuff coming on, huh?
What's that?
We got the Valve Index.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So we managed to get our hands on a Valve Index. Now, like I said, for this podcast.
Now,
what's up?
There's some people out there going, "What the hell's a Valve Index?" That's just two words getting okay. All right.
Okay. So, like I said with this podcast, we talk about a number of things. We talk about fitness, education, and we also like to play games, watch some good movies. We're also nerds at heart. But a Valve Index is a VR headset. The most recent came out about mid last year.
Yeah.
It's actually been sold out for a while now, up until the release of the newest Half-Life game by Valve. That comes out in March, but they've been sold out, but we managed to get our hands on a Valve Index. And we're actually going to play some VR games, like one of the newer Boneworks that came out that's really highly rated, the new Walking Dead. People love zombies. The new Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, we're playing it.
Cool deaths, VR deaths. Kills, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, kill compilations. Yeah. But no, for real, we got a Valve Index. We'll actually be getting that in tomorrow, and we're actually gonna go ahead and start recording some gameplay and our review of the headset VR experience. This is actually our first VR experience we ever had.
Yeah, and we're kind of going like balls to the wall here with the Index. I feel like.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great. I mean, we got to set this room up for it.
Yeah,
and we're gonna do some gameplay, do a little bit of review of the headset and the games. And we're going to show some gameplay while doing it. So, pretty excited for that. We're going to see how that goes.
It's going to be a good time, though.
I think it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be fun. Otherwise, it was a waste of time.
Well,
waste of time and energy. But I think it's everything I've heard about it, it's pretty legit. It's the next gen of VR. Virtual reality, for people that don't know.
You know what I think we should also dabble in?
So,
some VR chat.
For people who don't know about VR chat,
just YouTube it. Just literally type in VR chat into YouTube and let them figure that one out.
It's like when you dabble in the weird part of anything.
It's
weird part of YouTube or
It's like if you got. It's VR chat's like honestly like if you just let people be as weird as they want on like the internet. While being anonymous. You know what I mean?
It really allows people to be...
I guess themselves.
Essentially, like, maybe themselves. I think
we should get into this.
Honestly, my mind is so, like... This is for another episode. VR chat's weird.
I was gonna say I think this is for the next episode.
But we'll dabble in it for you.
But we're
guys.
definitely we'll talk about it.
We'll get in it
because that's a whole ass subject.
We'll get into it and we'll tell you what we think,
along with all the what is it, lolly? Do you know what that is? The hentai.
A lolly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the weird anime. It's the weird
anime little girls. And that's enough for our viewers to go off of.
I feel like I'm going to regret going into the world of VR chat.
I'll do it.
You'll do it and I'll watch.
Yeah.
And I'll judge from
I want to talk to those freaks, dude. There's so many weird people in that game.
Now, okay, yeah, we're rambling now. This is for another episode. Yeah. This is for episode 2. So tune in. We're going to try to shoot for one episode a week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have this out by next week, give or take a few days. Week and a half. Because we're still kind of going with the flow here. Kind of getting things rolling.
Yeah. We're not neglecting the show.
No.
It's just we're learning as we go.
Yeah, that's true. It's taken me 2 hours to figure out the intro on Adobe.
And that's like a 15-second clip, 20-second clip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So So
2 hours for 20 seconds worth
but
of editing.
I feel pretty confident with the basics now, so I feel like we can only go. Is
up.
it downhill? Downhill from here? Up. We can only go up from here, but also downhill from here. Right?
Dude, that sounds awful.
If you go downhill from because downhill is easier than going uphill.
If you say like it's only downhill from here, it's because you peaked. Dude, if we peaked, then we're fucked.
If this is the best episode we've ever had,
we have failed completely.
Well, this will be a true testament.
I guess episode 2 is uphill or downhill.
I think it'll be better because we're getting into something that people want to see for the most part.
Yeah.
I think that people want to see. They want to see us do funny things. They want to see us be in a VR,
right? And
they want us to see us punching zombies in the face,
honestly,
and ripping their heads off.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a good time for both of us.
No,
I will say this though. This has been, even including like our little test runs, like this has been one of the more serious like takes we've done on it so far.
You think so?
I think so, because we put out way more education than we have before, which is a good thing.
I think so.
But then I think that
we might be wrong on certain things too.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
I'm sure, but we're not scientists.
No,
we're just getting the ball.
I'm getting my degree. I'm getting my degree right now. So
yeah,
don't forget to come back for more,
guys. Honestly though, please do subscribe and like and comment. You can comment stuff if you want us to talk about stuff. Let us know. There's no reason not to.
Or if you like absolutely hate something that we do, don't forget to give us constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you say you guys suck, go die in a river, like that.
Yeah,
doesn't
if you're
really
like,
help.
hey, Ag, you suck cock, then I have no idea what to do with that.
He's straight, so like how does he suck
Yeah,
cock?
I don't think I sucked a single cock on the show.
Do you know him a personal? Do you know him on a personal level that he sucks cock?
Do you know something I don't?
But no, for real, like it will help if you actually say like, okay, I don't like the way Nate wears a hat or something.
It's true.
Then maybe I'll decide to not wear a hat. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like constructive criticism.
Yeah. But
yeah, don't forget to shoot us a little, little like.
Show us some love on the channel, and
it's free. Ultimately, like, comment, subscribe.
A good way to put it. It's completely free.
It's completely free.
It costs you nothing.
Nothing. Costs you nothing.
I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap.
Go ahead, point to the camera. Costs you nothing.
Nothing.
Guys and gals, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are in the world. Tune in to Jacked and Educated next time.
That was really good. That's good.
All right, later, guys.